Okay, best BB episode of the week, Eviction episode, and HOH episode. Julie sets up the stage looking incredible. I loved her outfit, found it very flattering. She looked great. She sets up the stage by saying it's been a crazy BB second week, and it has been, mentions the fall from grace from the previous HOH, Frenchie. She's wearing black in honor of Frenchie's BB funeral. This episode picks up right after the veto ceremony, and as we know from last episode, Derek X won the veto and did not use it. So nominations stay the same, Frenchie and Brittany on the block. Caylin mentions getting Frenchie out is definitely a resume booster for him, and I agree. I think it's been a really great week for Caylin. I think it's been a solid HOH week, not any over-promising. It's been pretty stable, made the, I don't want to say obvious choice, but I guess did the most house-friendly choice with nominating Frenchie and Brittany. So I think it was smart. I was scared that maybe he would go with, I don't know, a nomination that wasn't suitable for him, but he definitely made the right choice for him. I think a big selling point for Frenchie would be that he's a big target, but his inconsistencies just, they don't make it worth it. I always forget that there is a fitness room in the BB house, that they have a little tiny gym. We see Brittany and Whitney working out, and Brittany mentions trying to find these creative outlets and ways to stay busy. And I'm sure for people that never stop, that are always on the move, being stuck in the BB house can be incredibly difficult. We see Brittany's raps, and it was funny Xavier saying that she shouldn't drop an album, but she definitely has bars. I mean, good for Brittany for putting herself out there. Not something I could do in that capacity, but good for her for staying busy, being happy, and really being herself and being energetic. Also, Brittany's PJs, I know those are from Target because I have a pair that are pretty similar. I know my Target pajamas. The whole talk with Sarah Beth and Caylin, Sarah Beth talking about losing her father. I remember seeing that on Twitter and on the feeds, her talking about that. And it made it's a year anniversary of losing her dad to COVID, and it made me cry so much. She's so sweet. I love Sarah Beth. She's one of my favorite players in the game this season, and I love her and Caylin together. I also love Caylin, one of my favorites. So I love this duo. I love their friendship and alliance. I love how Caylin was there for her too when they were talking about it. I'm getting emotional now, just even thinking back at the conversation. I think I would really get along with them. Caylin meets with other people from other teams about his safety, met with aces, kings, and his conversation with Whitney, Brent, and Hannah and Derek X was a bit awkward. Nobody was really saying anything. He was trying to, test the waters and see where everybody stands. But yeah, nobody really promised anything. Derek X mentions that, you know where I stand. Like, obviously I saved you, Caylin, last week, so we're good and you're safe on my end. I also like Derek X and Caylin friendship and working together. I was so terrified that people would take the route of targeting Derek X this second week after everything that went on the first week, but I'm glad that didn't happen. So yes, Caylin meets with Kings and they're good, and they talk about targeting Brent and Whitney next week. Yeah, I think if Brent doesn't win that HOH, we could definitely see a Brent and Whitney nomination. So we see Brent mention wanting to target a girl since two guys, after this week would be gone. He says they can't let the girls, and it won't be even, and his conversation really wasn't going anywhere with anyone. Christian was like, yeah, okay, whatever. We still want to go after you and Whitney, so Slaughterhouse basically done. So when it comes down to eviction speeches, last plead to the house guests, Brittany does a rap, and it was very well thought out and so energetic and fun, and good for her for being creative and putting time into this. Frenchie's speech was surprisingly pretty easygoing and calm. He didn't blow up anybody's game. But I think he definitely looks sad. Like, he's saying, you know, he's happy to go home. He has kids. I can imagine being a parent in the house is very difficult. You miss your family, you miss your kids. But he did look sad. You know, his BB dreams are coming to an end. Frenchie did mention he didn't want it to be, you know, a unanimous vote. So Derek F., his buddy in the house, his final two, throws him a vote. You know, he throws a vote to Brittany, so it's not unanimous. So yes, 11-1 vote. Frenchie goes home, and he's dressed, I think, the way he came in. I don't know if this is a lucky outfit for him, or I don't know. I thought he would be wearing something different, but I guess he wanted to go out the same way he came in, or like I said, maybe this has some type of significance to him. Julie, of course, doesn't miss the opportunity to bring up to Frenchie, so do you regret not taking that double or nothing? Like, if he did, he'd be safe. And he wouldn't be going home this week. He says no, he's happy to be going home to his family, his kids. And we see the goodbye messages. They were all pretty nice. He asked everyone to be kind since his family would be watching. But yeah, Derek F., his #1 fan. Frenchie seems pretty understanding of where everybody stands and why he was chosen to go home this week, and teased this whole episode as to a BB celebrity coming back to host a comp. I like the concept of this competition. I thought it was cute. It was Tom Talks BB, I think. That was the name of it. And he's going around and talking BB with people, and it's a questions comp, and you have to remember certain details. Some of the questions really easy. I always wonder if it's different when you're actually playing in Big Brother, if it's easier than when we're watching it on TV, because I feel like I miss things when I'm watching it on TV. Like, my mind is elsewhere. But yeah, first question, super easy. I was surprised people got it wrong, because I even remembered that. Xavier wins HOH, seemed pretty easy for him. Alyssa's like whining afterward about, you know, not winning and how she doesn't win competitions. I hate when people complain about not winning competitions. Like, there's plenty of other competitions. She's safe because it's Xavier's HOH and she's a part of his team. Like, it's fine. It's going to be okay. Don't worry about it. I think we'll probably see Brent nomination, Whitney nomination. I have no issue with Xavier being HOH. I like him. I think it'll be a pretty smooth week. I guess we'll see. This wild card competition seems like it will spice things up, and yeah, so that's my update. Let me know your thoughts on this episode and on this season in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll probably not be doing updates for a couple weeks. I have a lot of stuff going on, but I will be back.